Okay, I do see people coming in, so let's get started. I'd like to welcome you all to the last session of the day and that of the event. We have two experts here to give you hands-on training of a low-code, no-code application builder, which we call the Smart App Builder. I'd like to start by introducing you to Om Prakash Kamraj, who transitioned from a functional consultant to now a business analyst, over a span of 8 years of his changes tenure. I'd also like to welcome along with him Malti Murugan, whose knowledge and expertise with the tool stands unparalleled. So let us all welcome this duo with a virtual round of applause. And if you have any questions, please feel free to share them through the chat. We will have a Q&A round towards the end where they will be answered. Over to the panelists.
Thanks, Raj, for the intro. Good morning, everyone, for joining the BConnect. So, in this session, we are going to have a look on Smart App Builder product training. Let's move on to the session. First, the agenda of today's session is about changes. What is Smart App Builder? Smart App Builder process flow, overview of application creation in Smart App Builder, object creation and features, layout creation and features, and finally application creation and its features. Okay. About changes. Changes global headquarters is located in Lansing, MI, and its APAC headquarters in Chennai, India. There was more than 1,100 plus professionals worldwide with 300 plus Oracle experts and 100 plus SAP experts. Changes follow hub and spoke architecture and data management accelerators with 3,000 plus templates. There was more than 40 plus support projects and 500 plus data management projects worldwide. There are 5 products in Changes, that is Data Zap, Data Zen, Data Zens, Smart App Builder, and Smart Bots. Across world, there are 250 plus customers. What is Smart App Builder? Smart App Builder is a no-code or low-code platform to visually develop your application. It used to integrate with existing system. Smart App Builder application is built on with that is Smart App Builder works on no code or low code app development platforms, rapid application development framework, that is an end user can design any web or mobile application effortlessly by using Smart App Builder product. It's a simple process of drag and drop the design tool to create an application. Process flow. We can integrate enterprise data source such as Salesforce, SAP, eChain, Oracle Fusion, Oracle eBusiness Suite, and database such as PostgreSQL, MongoDB, Oracle, and data files such as XML, CSV, Excel to Smart App Builder by using Data Zap product. In design, Smart App Builder consists of various action buttons and templates. We can also embed Data Zen's product with Smart App Builder. Smart App Builder product can be deployed in any infra such as public cloud, private cloud, hybrid, on-premise, and can be used in any devices and browsers. Use case for Smart App Builder. Develop standalone application for business use, data integration for multiple applications, create custom bolt on for your existing ERP. Overview of application creation in Smart App Builder. The application is the outermost layer which will have objects and layouts that are created to accomplish the different kind of functionalities as per the user needs. User can access the application which is created in Smart App Builder in both web and mobile based on setup is done while creating application. The objects and layouts which are created should be assigned to an existing application or to a new application. The menu group should be created using various layouts and objects so that the user can access the pages through the menus in an application. User who wants to access the application should be assigned in the user assignment tab. This is the application creation workflow. That is initially objects needs to be created. Once object is created, layouts needs to be created. Both objects and layouts needs to be assigned to an application. Then this application needs to be assigned to a users and publish the application. The next is accessing custom application. We can go to our instance, log into Changes instance, click menu icon at top left of the page. On clicking menu icon, user will be navigated to the current page. Click on application switcher so that user will be navigated to the application list page. This application list page consists of both standard and custom applications. Right now, we will look into employee information application. So click on it. So click on employee information application. User will be navigated to the employee information application home page. employee information, leave registered form, and calendar or the menus of this application. So click employee information menu and click employee trainee sub menu. So the employee list page will be open. Click new icon in the list page so that new record entry page will be shown. So enter the details in the page. This employee code is the primary info of the object. Employee first name is the single line field. Enter the details. Date of birth is a date field. Email ID is an email field. Contact number, the field type is a number. So gender is a drop down field. Department is a lookup field. So again, role is a drop down field. First upright date is date. So once the details has been filled, click save button. You will be navigated to the list page. To view the record, click on the record, or else you can click on the view icon present in the row. So just click the record. A header line view page will be open with employee details in the grid section and its child object in the list section. Click add icon in list section to enter the child record. So leave type casually. So this is just a basic application. Once the child entry is entered, you can find the in header part, that is the leave taken count. It is one of the roll up summary field. Okay, this shows that how many childs you have entered for this current employee. Okay, so we have entered one line, so it is showing as one, and we have kept another two roll up summary, that is approved leave count and request pending. As the leave is not approved, it is showing as 0, and request pending is 1, as still the child is in pending state. So just click on the child record and approve. So right now, if you see the roll up summary field values getting changes, that is now approved leave count is 1 and request pending is 0. So this is just a basic application for your knowledge. Next, we will move to the configuration phase. That is, we can see how to create an object. So for create an object, log into the changes application, go to Smart AppBuilder Product menu and click object. So product menu and click objects. This slide shows the field types available in the object. So you can find in the left side of the page, the field types are present. That is single line, multi-line, email, password, date and time, drop down, radio button, multi-select, checkbox, number, decimal, currency, URL, Boolean, lookup, auto number, geolocation, rich text, master details, formula, roll-up summary, and record association. These are the field types present in Smart AppBuilder. So to create an object, just you need to enter and provide an object name and just drag and drop the field type and provide the label name. If you need this as a mandatory field, then enable the toggle button is required. Once after drag and drop the required fields, click save and build and deploy the objects. So this is how to create an object. So next we will look on to object features. That is, we have object features, features available in object or email notification, calendar settings, file management, field tracking, auto assignment, composite key, data provider, and field update. We will just see some of the configurations. So just I'm searching the objects which we created for the application. So the first feature is a calendar settings. That is, calendars are used to create and view their upcoming tasks, activities, and other important events. I'll show you the output for it. So in menu, there was a separate menu for calendar. So it will be similar to our Google Calendar. Okay. You can view the events in the left side of the page. So in case you have to create an event, click create event. So once you click it, it will be navigated to an entry page with the date will be defaulted in date of birth. So if you want to view the event, just click on the event. You can view the event. Okay. Now we will go for the configuration. Click on calendar settings icon on the right pane. This is the birthday event which we created for the application. We'll just show you the show you how to configure. So click add icon. So you need to provide title, calendar name, display name. This should be all in a unique name. So elements, this contains the date field available in our object. So end date is also a date field available in our object. So we can customize the event display by changing the theme color, or by the theme icons. Okay. So this will list all the material icons. You click and we can change the icon. Next, users can set the recurrence activity against the event by enabling the recurrence toggle button. Once it is enabled, recurrence such as daily, weekly, monthly, yearly will be displayed. If you don't want recurrence, then you just switch off the toggle button. And the calendar settings you can create with or without the conditions. If user wants to create calendar activity, then enable event creation toggle button must be enabled. Once it is enabled, you need to provide the respective layout name. So just it should be an entry layout, as it's an event creation. So after it, select redirect or pop-up. If user wants to view the calendar activity, then enable event view toggle button must be enabled. And you should select the layout page and provide redirect or pop-up. This is the calendar settings, configuration for calendar settings. Next, we will look for email notification. Email notification is used to send email alerts generated by the specific recipients based on the certain actions or when a particular condition is met. Why email notification is needed? It is just to notify the users by sending emails when a record is created, or when particular changes happens in existing records. We can go to our application. So once we create an employee, a mail will be triggered to the supervisor of that employee. For this particular employee, supervisor is omprakash.com. So once you save the record, a mail will be triggered. So now we will look on the configuration. So just opening the existing configuration. Uh, in email notification, there will be two checkbox, that is email and browser. Right now we have configured for email. So once you enable email, email properties at the bottom will be visible. So first you need, in general tab, you need to provide the notification name and recipients. The two address should be the email ID or the email field present in the current object. So the email might be triggered in 3 events, that is created and every time it's edited, created and anytime it's edited to subsequently meet criteria. We have selected created and anytime it subsequently meet criteria. So once we selected this option, we need to provide the conditions that when the event need to be triggered. So we should need to create a template and need to provide a name, okay, and provide subject name. So next tab is an objects. This shows the hierarchy of the current object. So next, conditions. So in condition, we have provided as department equal to Smart App Builder. So that whenever the department is Smart App Builder, at the time only the mail will be triggered. Next, we will look into field tracking. Okay. Field tracking means that a user, if a new user needs to enable a field tracking to track the changes and its history details that happen to a field value against a particular record. That is, user can track information such as who created the record, when record is created, who last modified the record, when record is last modified, or the change in a field value, that is from old to new value. To configure field track, just click the field tracking icon here and go to, once you click field track icon here and click save, the navigate to field tracking tile, you will find the fields which is enable field tracking. We'll see in the output. So in our application, just click who column action button. You can find the create who has created and when it is created. So right now I'm just editing the record. So I'm just changing the date of birth. Now we are clicking who column. We can see that who has modified the record and when the record has been modified. So this is a field tracking. So next feature is auto assignment. That is, records can be shared to the users or roles or groups responsibility automatically based on the conditions. Next one is a composite key. That is, if user needs to combine two or more fields as unique to form a record, then composite key feature is used. Field update feature. This feature lets user to update the field value by constant or values of other field. Field update can be done while creating a record or editing it. And finally, we will see about file management. So for file management, I will open another object to show you the configuration. File management is used to manage a file or document which user attach against the record. It consists of attachments and documents. That is attachment. Any file can be uploaded against a record anytime. That is attachment. And for document, the documents can be uploaded only on a periodic basis based on the conditions applied. So just show you the configuration. Delete it. So click add icon. So the attachment can be saved as file, table, or in a JIT. Okay. Provide the file extensions. For example, the file extension provide as PDF and click add icon. And the file size can be in KB or MB. The maximum file size should be as a 15 MB. Click save. And for documents, just click provide the document name, salaries, and the document can be saved as file, table, or JIT, and the frequency of the document, that is any date, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. As the salary will be on a monthly basis, we will select monthly. Based on the frequency, the formats will be a file format, file form name format will get differed. So, okay. So if you want the file format to instead of if you want to go for MON or MONTH, you can select it. For year, you can also select for. Okay. Then validation. That is, the document should be as a single or multiple. Salary slip should be single, but in case there might be a scenario that multiple documents needs to be attached. So in that scenario, you just select a multiple and you need to provide the number of files. The maximum files can be 5. So for our scenario, I'm selecting single. So allow field type. So PDF plus and file size is MB. Save. Let's see the output in an application. So click file management action button. You can drag and drop the file attachments or browse files. Select it and click upload. You can also search the search by file name or file extension in the top corner. So you can also download by clicking download icon, or if you wish to override the file, click override icon, or delete by clicking delete icon. So next we look on to document. So in document, we go for salary detail. So we need to click upload. So for this month, select files, click and click upload. The upload has been completed and you can view the file. So in document, we cannot, you can delete or override. If you want download, click download button. So this is for file management. Next, we will go for layout creation. For layout creation, log into Changes application, go to Smart App Builder product menu and click layout. Click layout. Template is of three types, that is standard template, upload developer template, and predefined template. Today we will just see about standard template. That is standard template or the predefined layouts that are created in the Changes platform, which can be utilized both in web and mobile application. So upload developer template means as an end user can create new layouts and replace it with the existing default layouts when required. So just click standard layout. Standard layout has three modes, that is new or edit mode, view mode, and list mode. So to create an layout, just click choose on the layout which is required, click next and provide the layout name, and you need to provide the primary object name and click create layout. Right now we will just open an existing layout. This is our entry layout. In left side of the page you can find the fields and actions. So just click on it. So you can just drag and drop the fields from the left pan to the middle section. Okay. So in actions, you can find multiple actions such as mail, data upset, file manage, user assignment, who column, save, add, list, more icon, custom, and data clone, etc. The action buttons which are graded out in this layout is not applicable to drag in the entry layout. And you can find the object hierarchy by clicking here. Next, we will go to layout features. So there are multiple layout features. First, we will look into conditional formatting. So conditional formatting is nothing but it allows users to apply changes in the pages dynamically based on the rule matched on a particular event by using conditional format. By using conditional format, user can enable or disable the fields in the page based on the other field values or hide or unhide the fields, can make a field mandatory. User can provide a default value to the field, or else user can provide a default value in a field from another field. User can mask the field. This conditional format is applicable on all layouts, that is entry, list, and view. So we'll go for a configuration. So before that, we will just look into the application and then we will come into configuration. So one of the configuration is that while we are navigating to the entry layout, a field should supervisor field should be a read-only field. So if going to, you can find that a supervisor field is a read-only field. So the another configuration is that if we provide last name, the value will be default to the father name. For example, I'm giving Anthony as employee last name. It will be defaulted to the father's name. The third configuration, what we do is that if we provide value for department as Smart App Builder, a supervisor name will be defaulted. Let's look into the configuration. First, we will just show how to configure it. Click add icon. There are two types of event, that is on load and on change. On load will be triggered with or without condition when the page is loaded. On change event will be triggered if any field value is updated after the page is loaded. So I'll click just on load. So once you provided the events, next you need to provide source or apply to. That it may be of any fields available in the layout or the sections available in the layout and the actions available in the layout. For example, here in onload, click supervisor, and in attributes, the attributes available are hidden, visible, read only, editable, mandatory, default value, default field, and mask field. Just click mandatory. If you are in entry layout, then user can decide whether event to be applied on add or edit or in both pages. Okay. So if you thought of providing any criteria, that is once the criteria met, then only the event needs to be triggered. Just enable the criteria by selecting the checkbox and provide the condition. For example, this condition is not mandatory for on load, but it is mandatory for on change event. If conditional formatting need to be triggered only for specific user roles or responsibility, then click user assignment icon so that you can select for what which user you need this particular event. Okay, we will move on to the next feature, that is a conditional validation. Conditional validation is nothing, it's just a custom validation in the page. Conditional validation can be triggered against the record while field value changes or while we are saving the record. So for example, we'll go for a conf application. So enter employee code. You can find that in right side a popover is coming, which shows information, that is employee ID user name updated successfully. This conditional validation consists of information, warning, and error. So we have configured for information. So next configuration, what we have done is that the email ID should ends with @changes.com. It should not be ends with the Gmail or something. So if you provide any Gmail mail ID, then an error will be thrown. So as we have entered a mail ID which not ends with changes.com, an error has been thrown. So kindly enter the official email address. So we will go to the configuration part. So click conditional validation. Okay. So we'll open your existing one. So that there was first we need to provide an conditional validation name. Then choose whether it is event is on change or on click. So on each event, user should select apply to. This is an apply to. Okay. So if user choose on change event, then layout fields will be available in the apply to drop down. Only the fields available in the layout will be available in apply to. So in case if the if event is on click, then event save action will be available in the apply to drop down. So we'll see that next. So next the enable consultant execution will be enabled by default. So that all validation message will be shown at top right of the page. Click validation, add icon to enter validation. So just open the existing one. So we have created a provider and condition. Okay, once you provided the condition, provide the validation message. That is validation message is nothing. An alert will be thrown to the user if conditional field has invalid value or empty value after condition is executed. Validation message can be mentioned in the message description. There are three types of messages, that is information, warning, and error. Information, it just shows message as information to the user on data input or update on field. Warning message throws when data provided in a field not as expected and may get issue in future. Error message throws when data provided is not as expected and not to be processed without correcting. So once you provided a message type, user needs to provide select a message display type. There are 4 types of message display type. As enable consulted execution is selected, the icon popover has got defaulted. The other than icon popover, as of now just disabling it. You can find alert and toast, and apart from it, a confirmation display type is there. So alert dialog, if you select alert, a dialog will be displayed in the page with buttons such as OK or cancel. Toast is nothing but a message, an error message will be displayed at the bottom of the page. The confirmation message type is, yeah, confirmation message window will be displayed in the page to show validation message to the user to confirm the current transaction with button such as confirm or cancel. If validation required for specific user, then users roles, groups or responsibility, click user assignment and click save. After providing the messages, just select the for the user. Okay. Next, we will look into the next feature, that is data restriction. Data restriction is nothing. That is, if a system user does not want to provide access to all the users to view the records, then they can restrict data access by using data restriction. This feature is available only in list page and in header line view page. That is, in header line view page, in list section only it will be available. So just click edit and click data restriction. So data restriction can be done in two levels. That is user-based restriction and condition-based restrictions. If user wish to see their own record, the records which are created by themselves, then owners can access only can be selected. If they wish to see the subordinates record, then subordinate can access only be selected. If you click here, you can also provide the levels of subordinates you wish to see. If user wish to view the supervisor records, then click supervisor can access only. If user needs to have the record access for only the record assigned to them, then click assigned users can access only. This four types are the user based restriction. Next we'll go to condition based restriction. That is, system will restrict the users to view the records only if mentioned condition is met. For example, we have given condition as role equal to training. So the user who uses this list page will be able to see only the user whose role is training. So we go to an application. There was two lists, that is, we have kept employee, trainee and employee. First we'll show you the employee list page. So you can find that the overall employee is as 15, but in another list page, that employee hyphen trainee, it is only 12. That is, in this list page, the employees whose role is trainee alone only will be displayed. This is for data restriction. Next, we can see another one feature, that is a data clone. So you can find in list page, you can find data clone. This feature is used to clone the existing record of an object and create new record against the same object or different object. This data clone action can be dragged and dropped on list or else a view page, but the target layout must be an entry layout. So just click data clone. Okay, so you can see that by default from the existing record, it is navigated to a new entry page, but by default the roles, first appraisal date and work location has been cloned. So this is for data clone. So we'll just see the configuration part for it. So once you drag and drop this data clone, in properties, you will find a display all entry layouts toggle button. This toggle button needs to be enabled if you are cloning the data of different objects. In case of same object, then this toggle button should be disabled. So here we are going to clone data within an object. So the option is disabled, toggle button is disabled, and provide the target layout, select the target layout and click data clone mapping. Here you can find that source layout fields and the target layout fields. Okay, so to map it, just click on the source field and click a field in target. Both the fields type should be a same one. Okay, click arrow, then the map fields will be mapped and click save. The other features of the applications are tab group and web service DB provider. So first we will This is web service to be provided. It is used to integrate the data from third-party system into custom application, which is created using Smart App Builder without storing the data in local DB table. That is, we can say it as on a data on a fly. Web service will be provided. And the next one is a tab group. This is nothing. That is in record in view page. If relevant layout has multiple fields and we have segregated it into different headings, then by default each heading and its field values will be shown one by one if you choose tab group. Next is a application creation. Log into change this application, Smart App Builder Product menu and click application. So we have, as of now, we have directly navigated to an application, but initially you just need to provide an application name, and if it is a web application you need to click it, or if it is a device you need to click a device and then save the application name. So once the application name is saved, we need to assign the layouts to the application, so that navigate to assignment, layout assignment. So in layout assignment, just click layouts and assign the layouts required for this application. So once the layout is assigned, click menu structure. This menu structure consists of menus and submenus. So once you click the menu user needs to provide the menu group name and display name. So after providing this menu group name and display name, create a submenu. So to for submenu you need to provide the layout name and its display name. You can also assign this menus and submenu based upon the roles. So after assigning the menu, assign users for this application. That is the end users you can assign for this applications. The features present in this applications are, first we will look into an ER diagram. This ER diagram contains the entire structure of this application. For example, in this application, we have created 5 objects. So you can able to view the 5 objects. And you can view the relationship between the objects. This employee detail has a one-to-many child, that is leave registered. So you can find there is a connection in green, which represents that it is a one-to-many relationship. And the next one is you can find a blue line from departments to employee. That is, in employee, department object is as lookup. That's why it is differentiated in blue color. Next feature is a global search. Global search feature. That is, this global search allows users to search the records globally in an application and see the object result view instead of searching records from specific object list. To enable global search, first you need to enable this toggle button, that is global search enabled, and then you can find this global search icon. So if you navigate mouse over the respective fields, you can view the global search icon. So for this application, we have enable global search for this employee first name, employee last name, roles, and employee code. So show in the application. So you can find the global search bar at top of the application. So as we have given employee code, we can search it by clicking the employee code. So instead of navigating to the through list page, we are directly searching it in a global search bar. So once we click it, it will navigate to the view page of that employee. You can also search by using the name, employee first name. So next, okay, if you click any field, click an object in a ER diagram, it all indicates how many fields are available in this object, and it also shows what are the field types available in this object and the corresponding counts of it. The next feature is an internalization. That is, in internalization, multiple languages are available. That is, user can assign their own language of communication against the application. So you look into theme settings. That is, user can customize or select the predefined themes from the theme settings section session. To change the theme for the application, you user needs to select or provide the application name and then select theme settings. The theme settings have been quick theme and fine tune. Okay, so once you select quick theme, this is the default theme which will be selected. And there was also other theme, there's a like dark theme, green, orange, and pink theme. So if you wish to change the theme, you can just enable it. You can also view the preview in the right side of the page. So if you need to customize it, then you can click quick colors. So once you click quick colors, it will ask a question, that is, if you change quick color settings, it will automatically convert to default theme page. So if you click yes, the default theme will be shown in the preview. So for example, you are wishing to change the header color, that is a primary. If you click primary and select a color palette will be open, click, you can view the preview on the right side, that is the red color has been changed. And the next one is a fine tune. Fine tune contains the entire categories or components available in the pages, such as header, page title, body, card. Each and every components of the page will be available in fine tune. You can change every aspect of the page. That is, if for example, if clicking header, in header you can change the product name color. For example, here product color is as black. Okay, so I wish to change it, so you can change it. If you wish to change the font style also, you can do it. So this fine tune is used to change every component of the page. Next we will look into Smart App Builder benefits. That is benefits of Smart App Builder, or it is quick and easy development, connect to and enhance existing enterprise systems, data integration for multiple enterprise systems, drag and drop workflow and notification configurations, quick deployment to web and mobile platform. Application can be used by external users as well as users having no access to ERP or enterprise application system. Next is question and answer session. So if you have any questions, kindly raise it.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was a great session. Thank you so much. We do have a couple of questions here that we would like to address. The first question of Prakash is, can we access the application through mobile in offline mode?
Yeah, we can access the mobile in offline mode. So we are having a separate option for it, because this will be useful for the employees who is in desert, someplace that there won't be any network, right? So in that scenario, we can provide an offline mode also.
And we have another question. Can the application be configured by end users or are developers required?
uh, Actually one end users itself is required, but if the management needs to view some customized, that is a complete changeover in our layout, okay, then a developer is required. Otherwise it's all can be done by end users itself. They don't need any technical knowledge.
Perfect. So that's it for the questions. Um, I'd like to thank you for this great session, Om Prakash and Malti. I'm sure the audience found it as valuable as I did. Would you want to have any end remarks or ending notes?
No rush, actually it's a great pleasure to present in this big connect. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Since this is the last session of the day and of the Be Connected virtual conference, I want to end by also thanking all of our speakers from all of the sessions across these 3 eventful days for giving us their time and sharing their expertise for the betterment of the community. Of course, none of this would have been possible without the hard work put in by the organizing team and the moderators. So I would like to thank them, along with everyone that has supported this event right from its inception. What was once a dream has now become a reality. And for making that dream come true, I would like to thank the most important contributors of this event, the audience. Yes, you guys. Thank you all for joining this event and making it the success that it is. Although it makes us sad to see the Be Connected virtual conference come to an end, we're also elated to announce that we will be back next year. Till then, keep in touch.